Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s? We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright guys, we are here today with episode number 33 of the South Alabama Jaguars Online Dynasty. We're kicking off season 3 today in what I believe, if I remember correctly, is our first ever primetime game. It's our first game under the lights here at Lad Peoples Stadium. And we're going to have a lot of new faces in the lineup. But, we're excited to begin the new season. It's season 3 now, and we're taking on our rival Troy in the battle for the belt to open the season under the lights here in Mobile. Let's get to it, everybody. And hello, everyone. Welcome to Lad Peoples Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. We've got some primetime football under the lights here for you, as for the first time, the South Alabama Jaguars have a primetime game at home as they face the Troy Trojans, the in-state rival, in the battle for the belt. South Alabama wins a toss, elects to kick, and let's take a look at the starting defense this year for the South Alabama Jaguars. At left end, you got redshirt senior Sean Breyer, led the team in sacks last year. At right end, you got redshirt junior Chris Henderson, and Jeremiah Littles is his backup, but you will also see redshirt freshman Marvin Harrison playing some. At defensive tackle, Tyree Turner's back for his senior season. You got Sean Brown as a junior, defensive tackle number 2, redshirt freshman Marvin Harrison, the third DT, and those will be the D linemen you see the most often here. You got junior Taji Stewart at right, senior Bull Barge at middle linebacker, and redshirt junior Riley Cole at left. The linebacking core looking solid. They're all returning from last year. You got transfers, Sanford Samuels the third, and Kerry Green are your top 2 corners. Kerry Green led the team last year in interceptions. And 2 redshirt freshmen starting safeties. You got Lewis Hawkins, the true freshman, and John Thomas, another true freshman, at both kicking spots. And Gus Nave, who's going to be CB4 this year, makes the play right there in the backfield. That's a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 13 coming up as Nave blows up Caleb Barker in the backfield. Now it's a 3rd and 9 here on the opening drive for the Trojans. Barker back to pass, throws knocked away by Stanford Samuels the third. He's got a deflection here, a pass breakup on his first drive. Had to sit out last year after transferring from, I believe it was Florida State. But out comes the South Alabama offense, so let's get a look at the starting lineup. You got redshirt freshman John Brown at quarterback. He's in here, he is ready to play. And we will see how he does replacing Evan Orth. You got Trey Minner back as a senior. His redshirt senior season, this is his final year. You got Tywin Walters is the backup. You got sophomore Tyler Roberts is back. Your 3 receivers are redshirt freshman Willeron Hausenbauer, true freshman J.K. Way, and redshirt junior Kwan Baker, last year's Bolitnikoff Award winner, is retaining his spot as in the depth chart as the slot receiver, but I expect all 3 to be involved in the passing game. And then you got senior Jordan McCray is the 4th wideout. I'm hoping to get all 4 involved here this season. But this receiving core looks pretty good, and you got redshirt junior Zach Crosby at tight end. He's got the tall task of trying to fill the shoes of Andrew Rinkemeyer, the highest draft pick. The first draft pick, he was a round 5 pick, so he was not only the first draft pick, but the highest draft pick in Jaguars history. And those are some big shoes to fill. We'll see how Crosby can do it. As you see the starting offensive line right there. There's a 2nd and 2 from midfield here for South Alabama. Brown back to pass, underneath. That's caught by Way. And J.K. Way, the true freshman from Oviedo, Florida, with his first collegiate catch. Hopefully the first of many here for Way, and that'll be enough to move the sticks. It's a gain of 8 on 2nd and 2. and Brown completes his first pass as the starting quarterback. Here we go, later on in the drive, now it is 3rd and 7. Brown's back to pass, so there, and he caught, no, dropped. He wanted Willeron Hausenbauer, but Hausenbauer unable to hang on. And now in no man's land from the 40, they're going to throw for it on 4th and 7. Kawan Baker got a gain of 10, and that's a big 4th down conversion right there. The first catch of the season for last year's Blitnikoff Award winner, who's back looking to have a big junior season. They're on at 2nd and 2. They'll give that one to Minner. Trey Minner going to fall up the middle for a gain of 5. 2 carries, 13 yards so far from Minner. A decent start to his senior season. And Minner enters the season 65 yards away from becoming the career rushing yard leader here at South Alabama. As they'll go read option there, John Brown will pick up enough for the first down. Back to pass on 2nd goal. Throws. Caught by Baker. They're going to say he got in. Kawan Baker gets into the end zone, and he's got the first touchdown of the season for the Jaguars here as they go up 7-0 early pending the PAT. But John Brown's first career passing touchdown, that was a nice catch. Baker was open. He got hit hard, and they say the ball crosses the plane. And so South Alabama strikes first here. It's 7-0. 2nd and 3 on the ensuing drive for Troy. Caleb Barker will pick up 9 on the read option. He's got a first down. Move those change for the Trojans. They're on here now. It is 2nd and 8 from near midfield. Barker throws. Got him, man. It's Flynn. And Jackson going to take William Flynn down after a gain of 15. And Jackson, the redshirt freshman free safety, is replacing Darian Mills. And Barker wants to take off. He's got nowhere to go. Barker dropped in the backfield for a loss of 5. Tyree Turner with the first sack of the year for this South Alabama defense. He is the career sacks leader. His numbers haven't been put into the record book yet as he is not finished. But he's got out so far. He's out into it with the first sack of the season. Yet they're 2nd and 15. Dropped again. Barker going to lose 7 more. Sean Breyer does not want to be left out. He says, hold on, I see Tyree Turner getting some sacks. Let me in on the party too. And just like that, it's now 3rd and 22 from midfield. Back-to-back sacks for the key seniors on this defensive line. They'll set up a 3rd and a mile. Barker throws out his back foot, caught by Means. And Means is going to get a gain of 10, but that's not anywhere near the first down. It'll still be 4th and 11, and Troy punts it away. Now back to South Alabama. They'll give it to Trey Minner on 2nd and 1. Minner going to pick up 8 more. 5 carries, 33 yards. That was the final play of this first quarter. 1 down, 3 to go here under the lights in Mobile. It is 7-0 South Alabama in the battle for the belt. So a nice start here. We will see if they can continue. It is a 2nd and inches here, early second quarter. They give that one to Roberts, and Tyler Roberts going to run this one for a gain of 4. The sophomore fullback with his first carry of the season. He had 3 touchdowns last year as a true freshman. Later on out is 3rd and 4. Brown throws. Got a man open. It's Crosby. And Zach Crosby will pick up 11 yards and a big first down right there. 2 catches, 19 yards for Crosby already. And it's a 2nd and 1 now from call it the 22 of the Trojans. They'll give the Minner up the middle. Trey Minner a big hole. And Trey Minner's going to have 1st and goal. 8 carries, 59 yards. He's 6 away from the record books. They'll give the Minner again. And Trey Minner's got it. Touchdown. Trey Minner into the end zone untouched. An 8-yard touchdown run. And he has passed Xavier Johnson as the school's all-time rushing leader. And not only that, but he gives South Alabama a 14-0 lead here. 4:33 to go till halftime. Barker going to keep it himself. Lumpkin going to come up to make the play. So you see both new safeties have come up to make some nice tackles already in this first half. They're on out 2nd and 7. They'll give to Henderson. Cole comes. The ball comes loose. It's picked up by Samuels III. And Samuels has no one in front of him. Look at gonna dive into the end zone, and South Alabama scores again. Stanford Samuels III making a big play in his first game as a Jaguar. had to sit out last year as a transfer. And he's going to pick up the fumble forced by Cole and return this one to the end zone. A scoop and score for the Jaguars. But hold on, they are going to review this one. And as we take a look, it looks like maybe he was down. It's kind of tough to tell from that angle. But you can see right there, it does look like maybe that elbow was down before the ball comes out. And indeed, the play will be overturned and take those points off the board for the Jaguars. Instead, it's 3rd and 3 for Troy. They're still alive. I'll give it to Henderson, and Henderson carving through this Jaguar defense. Jamarius Henderson going to pick up 18. 5 carries, 33 yards for Henderson. This time he's getting blown up, nowhere to go, stood up in the backfield. Host of defenders right there. Marvin Harrison, the redshirt freshman, with the credit for the stop, though. And on 2nd and 11, they go screen. Sam Letton blown up in the backfield. Kerry Green comes up to make the stop. Green only had 20 tackles last year, so even though he led the team in interception, was tied for 2nd in the country with picks, did not get all-conference or all-American honors except for all freshmen. As on 3rd and 13 right there, they'll go to the screen. Never really had a chance of picking up the first down. It's a gain of 2 and Troy will punt. On 3rd and 2, the ensuing South Alabama drive, Trey Minner with nowhere to go. And so South Alabama will punt this ball right back. Barker wants to take off. He's got nowhere to go. Caleb Barker blown up in the backfield. It's Riley Cole with the sack. That's a loss of 7, and he got kind of flipped over by the offensive lineman into Barker. But we will take it where we can get it. 3rd and 8, they go to the screen again, and Henderson, no chance, blown up in the backfield. South Alabama calls a timeout to get the ball back. It's a 3rd and 1 here with 12 seconds left in the first half. Brown's back to pass. Throws going toward the sideline. That'll be caught by Kawan Baker along the sideline. Gain of 12. 3 catches, 26 yards, and a score for Baker. They actually really did not get out of bounds, so they had to burn their final timeout. Brown loads up deep. Caught by Crosby. Crosby running hard inside the 20. And they're going to have to hurry up to the line and try and spike it. That's a 40-yard connection right there. The spike is in time. And so South Alabama able to save a field goal attempt here. The 40-yard connection right there sets them up in field goal range. And Hawkins will drain the field goal. His first career field goal try is through the uprights. And South Alabama leads this one 17-0 at halftime. So far it's been a dominant start for South Alabama. They lead Troy 17-0 in the battle for the belt. It's a first down for South Alabama as they get the ball to start the second half. Brown will keep it himself on the designed QB run. And John Brown with 17 yards. He's got 4 carries, 41 yards. It's been a solid debut so far for the redshirt freshman quarterback. Looking like he could fill in the shoes quite nicely that were left by Evan Orth. They're on now 2nd and 10. Brown back to pass. Hit. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by Bridges. No one's in front of him. Bridges going to take this one to the end zone, and that was clearly a fumble. So the first big mistake of the game for John Brown. It's not really his fault. He just got hit and couldn't hold on to the ball after the line could not block for him. And a scoop and score has cut this deficit to 10 pending the extra point. So all of a sudden it's 17-7 South Alabama. We'll have to see how they respond after the defensive score for the Trojans. McCray will take the return. McCray got a block. Jordan McCray down the sideline. One man to beat. He's going to try and hurdle him. Can't quite do it, but a 73-yard return for the senior. And Jordan McCray setting them up nicely in field position here. It's first down from the 29. Brown back to pass. Got him in. It's Hausenbauer. And Wheeler on Hausenbauer with his first career reception. That one's good for a gain of 14. And Troy is in trouble. South Alabama is on the move here. It is a 3rd and 6. Brown's back to pass. Thrown toward the end zone. Caught by Baker. Kawan Baker brought down at the 2. It's a gain of 11. 4 catches, 37 yards today for Baker. Brown 12 of 15, 130 yards in the score. On 1st and goal, they'll give it to Trey Minner. And Minner's into the end zone untouched, his second rushing touchdown of the season. He had 10 last year and had 13 career rushing touchdowns coming into today. And so he's adding on to his nice day already, found the record books once. They're on in the drive. It's 3rd and 9, and Barker will throw off his back foot, incomplete. Potentially could have been picked off there by Bobby Flatt, but instead it's just incomplete. Ensuing South Alabama drive, they're up 24-21. It's 2nd and 3. Brown rolling to his left, takes a shot across his body, caught! Crosby, a ton of daylight, he's into the end zone! And that's a big play connection right there. Wow, what a play. John Brown to Zach Crosby. We're going to have to take another look at this. Rolling out to his left. You can see he sees he's got the defender coming, but he also sees his tight end breaking open over the middle of the field. Stan sets his feet, gets rid of it as he gets hit, knows he's going to take the hit, delivers that on target, and you can see Crosby sees he's got a ton of daylight, and he's able to outrun everyone into the end zone. So we take a look at the offense at a glance. 311 yards of offense already for South Alabama, only 86 for Troy. And it's 2nd and 9 for the Trojans here. They're down 31-7. They'll take the shot, picked off! That's intercepted by Kerry Green along the sideline. Green had 7 interceptions last season to lead the team. That's his 8th right here. He had 2 last year against Troy. He's got 1 right here. We're going to take a closer look at this one. Big play so far here in this 3rd quarter. And you see Green does a nice job reading the route, steps in front of it, and he's going to make the catch. And it looks like he's got that right foot still dragging along the turf as he makes the catch. Big time interception right there for Green. And on 1st down, South Alabama back in business. Trey Minner up the middle for 12 more. 16 carries, 92 yards, 2 scores for Minner. He's had a nice debut in his senior season. 3rd and 6. They're on, caught by McCray. Jordan McCray's down to the 5. He's got 17 more. South Alabama knocking on the door. It'll be 1st and goal. And they're looking to extend this lead. It'll be a 2nd and goal from the 2. Brown will give to Roberts. Tyler Roberts into the end zone. The fullback getting in on the fun. His 1st rushing touchdown of the season. 4th career score. And it's 38-7 now, South Alabama. This one's gone away from Troy in a hurry as Henderson blown up in the backfield by Samuels III. It'll set up a 3rd down and 12. And Samuels III has had a pretty nice... Actually, that was not Samuels III. That was Taji Stewart. My bad. But it is 3rd and 12 now. Barker back to pass. That's picked off! Samuels III with the interception. He's got some blockers and he's brought down at the 20. And this 3rd quarter has devolved quickly here for Troy. Samuels III with his 1st interception as a Jaguar after sitting out last year as a transfer. And he redshirted his redshirt freshman season, so that is his 1st career INT. And so just like that, 53 seconds left. South Alabama once more. They're already up 38-7. Play action. Brown rolling out. Throwing toward the end zone. Touchback caught! Zach Crosby diving catch. Holy cow, South Alabama scores again. And I will tell you right there, Crosby was not the intended target, but he dove in front of that and made a highlight reel play anyway. So like South Alabama with 2 SportsCenter top 10 nominees here as Crosby does a nice job to get open. But you can see the ball's already in the air. It's looking like he's trying to find, is that Wilron Hausenbauer, I believe, is the intended target right there in the end zone. But instead, Crosby says, wait, I got this, coach. And he's going to lay out for that one. An amazing diving catch. There was a defender in the area, so maybe Hausenbauer doesn't get to it if Crosby doesn't make the diving catch. Maybe he does. But in any case, a diving catch right there for Zach Crosby, and the end result is still a touchdown. We were worried about how would they fill in for Andrew Rinkemeyer. I think Crosby's answered that question very well here with his performance today. That's an amazing play. Welcome to the SportsCenter Top 10. And the final play of the third quarter, South Alabama already has the ball back after Troy has to punt it. Minner racing down the sideline. Trey Minner going to pick up 41 more. Holy cow, Trey Minner. He's got all kinds of daylight right there as he runs down the sideline. Trey Minner, he's got a big gain, and South Alabama took control of that third quarter. It's now 45-7 Jaguars with 3 gone, 1 to go here from Lad Peebles Stadium. It's a first down from the 19 of Troy as we begin this fourth quarter. Brown will keep it himself on the read option, and John Brown got it down to the 5. 14-yard rush right there for Brown. 7 carries, 46 yards for him as Melvin Tice Jr. will make the play. Later on out is 3rd and goal from the, call it 6, I believe. Brown back to pass, throws end zone, caught! Touchdown, Kawan Baker from 5 yards out. And John Brown, 16 of 19, 222 yards and 4 touchdowns. An electric debut here. And now it's 52-7. Barker's back to pass. Hit it. No, she's going to be sacked. That'll be Henderson who comes up with the big-time sack. He just threw his man on him. We thought maybe Barker was going to get rid of it as he threw it, but he wanted to pump fake, and that allows the sack to be possible. Troy ends up having to punt it away. You take a look at the offense at a glance, and South Alabama has been dominant in every phase here today. 2nd and 2 from the Troy 40. They'll give it to Minner. Trey Minner bouncing off tackles. He'll pick up 8 more, and Trey Minner with 160 yards on the ground. It's 1st and 10 here now from the, call it 32. Brown loads up, taking a shot deep, got a man in the end zone. That is caught by Kawan Baker. Kawan Baker established himself as a deep threat last year, and this is the first time he beats the defense deep this season. A nice toe-tapping grab right there for Baker for his 3rd receiving score of the game. And John Brown has tied the school record with 5 passing touchdowns in his electric debut. You can see he just split the defenders, beat his man, and a nice lunging grab. And I tell you, we've seen all sorts of SportsCenter Top 10 worthy plays here today from South Alabama. They now lead this one 59-7 as Sean Grayer gets in with another tackle for loss. It's 2nd and 12. Barker will give to Henderson. There's Harrison right there to blow him up for a loss of 3. However, Taji Stewart was also there, and that is who they will give credit for the tackle for loss. But now it's 3rd and 15. Barker rolls, throws on his back foot. That's an easy interception. The 3rd pick of the day for the South Alabama defense. Bull Barge gets in on the action with an interception. And South Alabama is rolling here in this second half. Just absolute domination here for the Jaguars. Way in motion here. They'll give play action. Brown rolling out. Doesn't see anyone open. Brown's going to take off, and he's going to get out of bounds, but not before he picks up 14 and another first down. 10 carries, 58 yards for Brown. Now it's 2nd and 2. Trey Minner into the end zone untouched. Minner, have yourself a day, young fella. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. And that will also tie a school record, as now it is 2nd down and 3 here for Troy on their actually not on their ensuing drive. Both sides went and had to punt on their next drives. That'll be a sack for Tyree Turner, his 2nd of the day, and that will end this game. An absolute blowout here in the battle for the belt. This game was 17-0 at halftime and 17-7 about a minute into the 3rd quarter after a scoop and score for Troy. But then South Alabama scored the game's final 49 points. And just absolute domination. You want to look total yards of offense. 503 yards of offense for the Jaguars. 75 for Troy. And I think that illustrates all you need to see right there. Over 430 yards more of offense for South Alabama than Troy. And absolute domination. An electric debut for a number of people, including this man right here, John Brown, the redshirt freshman. 242.7 QB rating, that's a school record. 18 of 23, more than 250 yards, 5 touchdowns, ties a school record. Minner, 27 carries, 190 yards, 3 touchdowns. Averaged 7 yards a carry after averaging like 4.5 last year. So a nice improvement for Minner to begin his senior season. Baker had 6 catches, 73 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 drop. He had 22 last season, but 6 catches compared to 1 drop's not terrible. Zach Crosby, another electric debut. 5 catches, 136 yards, 2 scores. McCray had 3 for 20. Hausenbauer and Way each had their first career catch, but nothing more. We'll see if they get involved more as the season wears on. But all in all, a dominant start in every aspect for that South Alabama offense. And you can see all the tackle leaders. Looked like Cole led with 7. Tackles for loss, Henderson, Turner, Stewart, Greer had 2. Nabe, Cole, Flott, Harrison, and Green each had 1. Sacks, 2 for Turner, 1 for Henderson, 1 for Greer, 1 for Cole. 3 interceptions, 1 for Kerry Green. His 8th career interception, had 7 last year. Bull Barge had 1. And Stanford Samuels III, his first career interception after redshirting as a freshman and then sitting out as a transfer last year. Samuels III also had a deflection. The fumble was overturned. They had to scoop and score earlier. Lewis Hawkins made a 36-yard field goal, his only field goal try in his debut. And so all in all, a number of new faces have electric starts in their Jaguar careers, and South Alabama wins this one 66-7 over Troy. That'll do it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.